Hey guys. Sorry, I still haven't made an intro. It's a grizzly bomb. So today I'm going to be talking about basically knowing if you're a good player. How good are good players? I kind of put in sort of almost a ranking scale, I guess you could say. I put all the rounds in different rounds and basically how good, if your personal best highest round alone is, and how that compares to when you're playing with other people too. So let's get started. So let's start with the lowest rounds. So if your highest round you've ever gotten to on zombies, solo or really ever, I guess, is either 10 or less, sorry to say for those people, but you're not very good. I mean, with practice and stuff, you can get a lot better, but 10 rounds really isn't that much. I mean, every time I really ever play online, I usually get in the 20s, at least, or more. But yeah, sorry, that's just not that much. Now, if your personal best is from 10 to 20, you are pretty good at the game. If it's maybe 20 to 30, well, you're good. I mean, I'm talking about personal best. You might think, well, usually I get around 20 and 30. No, I mean personal best. Like you've only gotten that high of around maybe once or twice ever or anything like that. So 20 to 30 isn't really still that high of a personal best, but it's good. Now, if you've gotten in 30s and 40s, now remember, I'm talking about without glitches or anything, but if you get to around 30 and 30s or 40s, you are great at the game. If you have gotten your personal best at 40s to 50s, which is starting to get pretty high rounds, you don't naturally get to this round playing online, really. Now, if you get to rounds 50 to 75, somewhere in that range, you are basically an expert at the game. You clearly know how to play the game well. Now, if you get to around 75 to 100, I would say you are a master at this game. You have mastered Call of Duty Zombies. Now, basically, after round 100, the zombies still get harder, but it's at a point where a normal weapon would take way too long to kill a zombie with anyways, so you're clearly using a wonder weapon or something at this point. Now, I'd say if you got to round maybe 150, the time just takes so long after those rounds. Each round can last, depending on the round, anywhere from 4 minutes if it's a very fast speed training / camping spot, or it could reach all the way up to 45 minutes per round if it's just a very slow training spot. And note that spawn is a key factor in all of how fast the rounds go. If you have a very slow spawn rate, such as, well, buried by Juggernaut, there are spawns all around you. And sometimes the spawns, if you were to be all the way right next to Juggernaut, sometimes the zombies will spawn in spawns that are pretty far away from you. And you might think, what are you talking about? That's only, not that long away. It's only going to take a few more seconds compared to closer spawns. Well, calculating it all, after a round of maybe 1,000 or 2,000 zombies, it's going to add up to quite a bit of difference. So, for instance, a spot like Revelations, if you know what I'm talking about, if you keep the door closed by spawn, jeez, voice cracks. Basically, if you keep that door closed at spawn, that second door, if you guys know what I'm talking about, and you keep that door closed and you go behind it, basically, go all the way around the map and then go behind it, that has an extremely fast spawn rate compared to many other things. That is probably one of the fastest spawns ever. In a spot like the spot in Buried, I'm pretty sure I actually timed it. The rounds in rounds 80s. In the 80s? Sorry, that wasn't very clear. Oh wow. Okay, as I was saying, basically, I remember timing myself around the 80s in the rounds. I timed myself, and I got about 15 minutes. 15 whole minutes per round. And I remember I just got on in the early morning, said, I really I want to see how high of a round I can get on this map. Probably ended up taking the most time in the game was the 80s and up to 90. I bet that took more time than the rest of the game. Maybe not. I don't know. But the rounds just seem to take longer and longer and longer as the rounds get higher. But anyways, I hope that scale kind of helped you guys out. Sorry about last video, how the quality was very good. It probably won't be very good for the next bunch of commentaries and other videos that I'm going to do on this channel. Eventually, I'll get a new mic and stuff, but as of right now, I apologize for the video quality and for the audio quality. I would also like to thank you guys for watching this video. If you did like it, please leave a like on the video. It does really help me on what I know what to do. I just kind of thought this today. I thought, what if I made a video on this? I'm trying to do daily upload. Subscribe if you do like my videos. That should probably wrap up the video. And yes, I still don't have an outro either. So, I'll see you in the next one, guys.